Hey there. So, I wanted to read this short story that I just wrote. I'm on retreat at this really cool really old house. And yeah, so I wrote a little short story and thought I'd share it with you while I'm still here in the house because the house definitely inspired it. I sat waiting for my ghost to say hi. Maybe tell me a joke or smash a lamp. You never knew what to expect from her. There were moments when she seemed so kind, intimate even, in a childlike fashion, inviting me to cuddle her spectral body, laying her head upon my shoulder with a gentle sigh, and slowly disappearing, as if melting into my chest, shooting shivers through my extremities. But sometimes, for no known reason, she appeared in a fully formed rage, like a child's tantrum launching objects across the room and screaming silence into space. A most strange experience for the uninitiated. For her screams, instead of filling the air with piercing noise, consumed all noises in the room, leaving me wildly disoriented as even the typically unnoticed whoosh of my heartbeat disappeared, causing a rush of violent vertigo. Today, however, she arrived and appeared sad, her pale eyes welling with transparent tears. She noticed me and dipped her head, averting her eyes to look at the ground before her as if considering sitting or falling to the floor. And then she looked back up, attempted a smile. Failing, she instead mouthed words. Sucking some of the sound from the air, my head spun briefly as I tried to decipher what she wanted to say. She mouthed the words again, and I eventually recognized, within the blank relief of the sucking silence, they said I have to go. My heart skipped, and a stone of grief and bile dropped in my stomach. I don't understand why, except that I had grown quite fond of her, despite the extremes of her behavior. I felt tears flood my eyes, and as if filled with helium, I was lifted up and floated gently across the floor with my arms outstretched. She curled up, leaned into my embrace, and then faded from view, leaving only a shiver in my bones and my tears falling to the ground where she had just stood, forming a small, glistening puddle on the old wood floor beneath my feet. I peered into the collection of tears, and once my eyes settled into a gentle stare, I caught a glimpse of her face, pale eyes looking into mine, and my heart leapt. But then I noticed that her eyes tracked with mine, as if I was gazing into a mirror. I touched my face and watched as she touched hers in the same motion. I reached for her in the puddle, and she reached for me, and as my finger broke the surface, she vanished. I stood silently for hours, slumped and exhausted, as the puddle slowly dried, leaving behind only a faint ring of salt and a lingering memory of her. Thanks for listening.